Okay. Hi everybody. This yarn here has been just chilling out and setting on my table here for a good long while. So let's set up for a chain ply. And 3, 2, 1. Let's get it going. And let's not spin it that fast. Okay, sometimes this is a little what I run into with my wheel here. And we're going to try to get the uptake going. Let's make sure that everything is tightened down. Oh, that actually might be the reason why. And haha, troubleshooting successful. So while I'm at work, my thoughts run absolutely rampant with creative ideas. And I just don't know if this particular sweater that this yarn is going to be a part of is going to be the next one, or if I want to. Hold on now. Oh, troubleshooting. See, this is what I mean. Like, I have this issue. So maybe we'll go like that. And I think I figured out what was happening is that I gotta not just not let it all twist up on itself, because that's what's happening. Oh, come on. That's why I've got to slow it down a bit. Okay, why? Yeah, it's a little finicky, but it does get to where it's going. And I think what's happening here is that the yarn on the bobbin is like slipping somehow, because you can hear that, and it's acting kind of screwy, but you can work with it. So I've got this yarn planned with a lot of other purple yarns. I'm almost done with my current purple sweater. I actually completed one of the sleeves yesterday, and I got the yarn connected up for the other sleeve. What? Good. Tighten this down. Really good. See, of course my wheel would be kind of silly when I'm actually trying to record live with it. But my hands, I need to not spin for a while. And because like I had to muscle memory relearn on the fly just now how exactly what my hands needed to do for the chain ply and everything. But yeah. So this is some single ply that I had spun up on my wheel a couple months ago. And it was, I believe it was one of the ones from the fiber bat that I had made. It's the one that had the blue Angelina in it and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna make it that sweater with all the purple, and I think I'm going to just go a little crazy with like my yarn selections. These gonna be stripy, and I think these gonna look really cool. I'm also thinking about not doing a whole lot of rows on the neck to start because it's really quite open with my current sweater, and I kind of, it looks a little funky when with the yarn change for the neck portion. So I'm going to try to mitigate that because I believe I followed the instructions like it said, and I honestly was pretty certain that I cast on too many front neck stitches, despite following what I think the instructions were leading me to believe to do. So what I'm probably going to do is do some research and go and check out other people's sweaters that they have made from this particular pattern that I've been working with, because I want to see what people are saying and definitely make sure I don't cast on as many, because I think what happened is that I need to, well, obviously not cast on so many. It'll make a slimmer neck and all that, and I think it'll look pretty cool. So that's the purple sweater. The second purple sweater, if I decide to do that one next in my thing of sweaters. But first, I gotta probably work on some other projects that I have coming down the line. There's a video that I'm planning on getting out on Monday, and that's gonna show off the frogging and the start of the rework of my neon gradient shawl wrap thingy, which I'm gonna redo. So that's probably one I'm gonna actually like cast on later and start working on, because this is kind of Halloween themed and I would like to get something warm to wear, because despite it being nice, I feel like I'm absolutely nuts for running the space heater underneath my work desk. Not this work desk, the literal desk I work at work. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. Like, their AC is very efficient. Hey, I saw your comment. I'll have to check it out later. I'm just spinning, making a chain ply. So welcome. If I haven't introduced myself, which I know I haven't, my name is Sarah, and this is Sarah Sparkle Yarns. As it might be hard to see because the lighting is starting to fade, there's sparkle in this yarn. And now my wheel finally wants to behave. That's the one thing that I've mentioned in previous videos, is that starting out with this new wheel that I grabbed in December or January, whenever, that getting started, like I had to figure out a new way of doing the leader because I was having issues with the uptake. Whereas my old wheel, all the bobbins were wood, so I could literally get away with doing like one loop-de-loop hitch thing Whereas this one, it actually works really well for using like the sticky acrylic yarn as your leader, because that yarn tends not to slide around a whole lot. And it's also very helpful to not be so scared to haul down on the tension like I have. Because if you were here at the beginning, I was having issues with my uptake. And it was a little bit of a combination of things, but we got them worked out. And this yarn, it's like, these bobbins are supposed to, okay. These bobbins are supposed to hold about 2 ounces, but I'm not so sure on that. I don't know. So it's maybe 2 max ounces of this yarn. It's really whatever my blending board could have held when I blended it all up. And I can stuff, oh my goodness. See what I mean? Okay, that's probably what's going on here. So let's try that. And this actually is the case where it doesn't hurt to slow it down. As I pace myself. Because what's happening here that I figured out, I believe, is that I'm allowing too much twist to go into the yarn, and for some reason that messes with uptake as well. So, gotta be careful of that. Because it's gonna continue on twisting. We don't really gotta rush this. Because a typical bobbin will take about 15 to 20 minutes, which is quite why I like it. Because you can just really pace yourself, and you can usually fit like a blending board's worth of fiber, of whether it be Rolex or bats, onto one of these bobbins, and that's like pretty much perfect. Hope it's not too blurry. I can see it in my camera, just spinning all around. Hi, y'all. And yeah. So, how's everybody's day been? My workday was pretty good. It was rather quiet, but that's because I front-loaded some of my work that has to be done today. I did some of it yesterday, like, so I order supplies as one of my tasks, and I can automate our purchase orders through software, and I usually wait until, as instructed, it's best to wait till the middle of the week for any orders that need to go out next week to finalize their schedules of what day they need to be there by. But I was able to, but with the software, I'm able to get those all done up in advance. I've never crocheted socks. I've knitted a couple, but I bet those are cozy. What kind of yarn do you like to use? Is it thin, thick, wool, cotton? But anyway, like, I like to automate stuff. Like, it was a fairly quiet day. I actually went through and gave my inbox some instructions on how to sort emails that I had set up for one particular subject long ago, but these other ones I was getting tired of moving them manually, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let the software do it. Because then you can do other more important things when you're able to automate the simple stuff. I also like to automate things because then it's just, well, it's automated and it makes me less stressed because I'm pretty low energy. Oh, that sounds awesome. I have some yarn myself that I'm thinking maybe I might try some crocheting of socks or something. I've thought about it. I just haven't really considered to actually do it. But I do have a variety of different scrappy amounts of wool yarn. Mostly some that I like dyed with food coloring way back when. And hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. That's a bit of an issue. I wasn't paying no attention. So, yeah. That might be a bit of an issue, but that's going to be okay. We'll make it do. But yeah, it's like this yarn is kind of thick and thin as far as like medium to lightweight goes. So when I'm making a chain ply, it's a bit on the bulkier side. Oh, yeah, I totally get that. But hey, I know that if you do want to do it again, I believe in you. But hey, those crochet socks are going to be so awesome. I just know it. I really do. The last pair of socks that I knit wasn't for myself, but it was for my son. And when I knit them, they were too big for him. And now, as he's more interested in them, they're too small. But they look awesome because I found scraps of socks and stuff or yarns to make them. And oh, they're so cute. I have some photos of just his feet wearing them as a baby. And I'll have to post it into like the community posts later or something. Because I had just like random bits of scrap yarn that was wool that I had dyed up long ago that I'm like, you know what? This is a perfect scrap project for the little dude. It looked pretty cool too. I love scrappy projects. Like, not like super duper totally crazy scrap projects, but I like the scrappiness of it, which is why I am quite excited for this purple sweater, but I was really excited to maybe work on the other sweater that I was contemplating today while I was at work. And we're coming down to the end of the bobbin, so we're getting there. And this is so soothing. Yeah, sometimes I watch YouTube while I spin. A lot of times, whenever you might see me spinning in odd locations and in my videos, and I have sound or it's silent or maybe I'm just narrating something, I'm usually like downstairs and my husband and I are like watching something on YouTube or he's gaming. So yeah, that's usually what's happening. But then there'll be times here where it's just like me just chilling. And it's quiet except for me yammering on and my wheel. And that bobbin is getting big. So I'm almost to the end there. And for a chain ply, this is going to be like a pretty floofy chain ply. Just because of how not a whole lot of twist is happening. But it's super nice. And then this is probably one of the last bits of yarn or fiber to be spun in a minute because I have some ideas to prep some other fiber and show off some videos because like as far as YouTube meta goes, the most popular videos that I've been watching on the back end lately are the ones that have to do with hand spinning and drop spindles. So, and then I've actually seen And here's the thing that they tell you sometimes, that you can research for ideas in your own community. I saw this one question asked fairly recently. One person was having some issues on getting it wound, their yarn wound on their spindle, and yarn management. And I think I've answered or fielded this question before, and it works pretty well for me because my spindles only hold so much. And the last time I did this, I mindfully managed it, and it worked out pretty well. So stuff like that. And then someone's like, "How do you draft?" And I'm like, "That's a good question. I've never actually thought about it." I'm thinking just pull the fiber apart gently. See, where is it? I'm gonna go like that. Almost to the end. We almost got this. Doing it nice and slow. I love working with like hand spun yarn because I make it myself, and a lot of times it's all sparkly. It's so fun. And then a lot of times, just to show off that sparkle quality of yarn, you can use basic knits or knits and pearls and stuff. Either stockinette or garter stitch, basically. That's usually what I like to do because I make a lot of like fancy art yarns type of styles, and you don't really want to do too many crazy patterns with it. And so yeah, let's get this all twisted up. We're gonna stop it there. Show off that yarn. Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna knot the yarn in a knot. It kind of keeps it in place. And there we go. That is the purple and bright pink, and then there's the whites is glow in the dark. And we got a lot of yarn there. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up for tonight and go take care of some other things, either house stuff or maybe myself. And as always, go make stuff sparkle. And I'll catch you all on Monday or next time. Take care.